Now, as politicians traverse the campaign trail burning fuel, several of us, many of you, have been lining up at the fueling stations in an effort to get your vehicles on the move and keep them that way. The energy sector regulator now says the Russia-Ukraine war is partly to blame for the ongoing fuel shortage in parts of the country. The Energy and Petroleum Regulator said in a statement that the war has led to a spike in oil prices, making it difficult for the government to actualize the regular fuel subsidy, occasioning a delay in its disbursement. Oil marketers have in turn responded by hoarding the commodity in the local market. Martin Wangi reports on the biting shortage that has now hit even the capital.
For the fourth day running, these were the scenes at many petrol stations across the country. Long queues as motorists grappled with the biting fuel shortage.
Kuna hii shida ya mafuta. Kama jana tulipiga poleni, tulipiga line si wote kupata mafuta. Hii ni shughuli ambayo nashindwa serikali kwa nini imeruhusu hii shida ingia kwa Kenya.
Kuwa na usumbufu sana wa mafuta kwa sababu kama sasa ukiangalia Moro mzima hivi hakuna pahali kuna mafuta. Mahali ambapo kuna mafuta ni hapa peke yake na tena wamekataa kutuuzia kwa sababu ya msongamano.
Some boda operators and motorists in Busia and Malaba borders now resorting to cross over to Uganda to buy the commodity. The crisis has put oil multinationals in the spotlight as they stand accused of holding back on selling fuel following a dispute with the government over the payment of fuel subsidy, a facility that helps to cushion consumers from high fuel prices. The Petroleum Outlets Association of Kenya, POAC, is now demanding answers from oil marketers, accusing them of creating an artificial shortage in the market. But the regulator, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, says the problem began with COVID-19 but has been worsened by the Russia-Ukraine war. A statement from the authority says the war has led to an escalation of fuel prices, making it difficult for the government to pay the usual subsidy to the oil companies. EPRA admits there has been a delay in the payment of the subsidy owing to the price uncertainty, but claims the subsidy arrangement is still in place. This, as the Kenya Pipeline Company assured Kenyans that there were sufficient oil stocks in the country, with more ships docking at the port in Mombasa ready to discharge. But the Principal Secretary of Petroleum, Andrew Kamau, says the government will be holding talks with oil marketing companies next week to discuss the subsidy row after it set aside 10 billion Kenya shillings to cushion retailers on fuel costs. The PS attributing long queues witnessed in some petrol stations across to what he termed as panic buying by motorists, insisting there was no cause for alarm. On its part, Kenya Pipeline Company announced there was no shortage in the country. KPC says as of today afternoon, the country had 63 million litres of super petrol, 94 million of diesel, and 23 million of kerosene. Figures that will do little to reassure consumers who are still unable to access the essential commodity. Martin Mwangi, NTV.